Wait, why is it not clear? Do I have any cloth? Can you guys hear me? What's the haps, man? So I'll read the comments in a bit, but for those of you who okay, so for those of you who are going to join this after it has ended, some current news, arm wrestling news. The next upcoming super matches are going to be on February 12th. More than 15 high level super matches, East versus West event. You can purchase that event at the coresports.world website for $13, I think, right now. Earlier it was $10. So as the time is coming near, the price may increase once again. I'm not sure about that, but that can happen. This is what I'm saying. And after that, it is King of the Table 3, I guess, on 27th March. I don't think any big super match is there between them. What's the Heps, man? What does that mean? Sasquatch. I'm doing great if you're asking how am I doing. Your name, though. SG Records, what's up with my name? Sasquatch. Okay, Sasquatched. Okay. Master Jack, arm wrestling news. It would be so good if you had Michael and Rebecca on your show. I will try. I will try. I tried to get RVG on my show. It worked out. I'll do the same with Monster Michael Todd as well, but he is too big of a celebrity in arm wrestling. Maybe he will deny. This is what I'm assuming. Martino Dhoni, brother, you're always supporting me. Thanks. SG Records. Pradeep has a good track record of fixing misunderstandings of relationships. Ryan Bowen, then Engin Terzi, I cannot say Rob Vision Jr. yet, but maybe Rob Vision Jr. as well. And one or two more that I'm forgetting. Chan Shaw in the house, Pradeep. Welcome, Chance. Welcome and thanks for joining. Showtime. Like, yeah, $13 is still a steal, right? It is. It is. The quantity and the quality of the matches is absurd. I'm I'm just support the great content, right? Martino. Hey there, Chance. Arm wrestling strongman fan. Arm wrestling strongman fan. I forgot to do the most important thing, and I'm relying on you doing that. Can you please find the Core Sports website link to buy the pay per view? East versus West. I want against you, bro. Match against you. Rishi Panchal. Where do you live, Rishi Panchal? वसीम कैसा है भाई? बढ़िया एकदम भाई वसीम आप बताओ. Thanks, buddy. Chan Shaw. World's strongest man. Is that a wave? I man, I'm really bad at understanding these emojis or whatever they are called. Hello, G. I would buy it only if it wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to work that way. Okay, tell your boss to watch along with you as well. I think it can work out. I personally am very well spoken. If I were in your place, I could have tried to convince my boss to watch with me. Maybe the whole office to watch together, just one match on a TV or something. Do we know the start time of the event? Yes, we do know that. Let me check. So, if you go to Engin Terzi's channel on his community page, he has mentioned the timings. I'll do that. Don't worry. दिल्ली ऋषि पांचाल दिल्ली तो हो सकता है यार मैच मैं आऊंगा तो कर लेंगे देखते हैं बढ़ने की बात कितना हाइट वेट है तेरा भाई Sweden is amazing. Thanks for asking. Okay, replying to SG Records. My mom convinced the local sports bar to broadcast East versus West on their TVs. That's what we are talking about here. I work in restaurant, so I don't think it would work out. That's the perfect place, Martino. That's the perfect place. Even those who have had their food, they would still be sitting there unless like it is completely occupied and new guys are not able to come. Then it is a problem, but it could work out in my opinion. Sumitro Jana. Me, my weight right now 83. Go subscribe to Pradeep's channel. Take him to 10K as fast as possible. Igor Mezurenko. Thanks, brother. And at 10K, something special is coming, and that special thing is an interview with Devon Laird. I'm hoping that I get to 10K before March 27th so that I can ask Devon about King of the Table 3 event. That would be awesome. How much do you weight right now, Chance? I would guess 300 pounds. Chance interview was amazing. Yeah, I got a lot of great feedback on that. Hope that you somehow get the chance to interview legendary Richard Lupkis. I'll try. I never thought about that, but good idea. Maybe I missed one chat. Maybe, just maybe. No, I didn't. 70 kilos. Love you, thanks, bye, Rishi. Martino, you can skip one day of work. Hey, Pradeep, thanks for all of the great interviews recently. Fantastic content. Or maybe you could work on some other timings. Timings are not arrangeable for you. Mitch Meserel, thank you, brother. Thanks for all the great interviews recently. Fantastic content. I already read that. Master Jack, is there anything you can do to pass the word about sound quality for the pay per view? I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure that I'll get the pay per view since both King of the Table sound quality was horrendous. Yeah, audio quality was bad. That we can say for sure. But if we look at the East versus West events, about 2 3 events already, and all of the audio qualities were okay in my opinion. 310, man, chance is getting massive. And Hermes Gasparini is also getting massive. By the way, guys, I heard that on Angin's channel. This live stream may be only around 45 50 minutes because I wanted Engin to ask a question to Jordan Sonev. Jordan Sonev and Todd Hutchings are going to be live on Engin Terzi's channel about 2 hours from now, I guess. Less than 2 hours, maybe. And I wanted to ask Jordan a question, and Engin told me that you can join as well. So I may be joining that show tonight. It would be awesome. So I need to prepare a little bit for that. It's a luxurious restaurant. I have to wear gloves and stuff. I can't even talk to clients and stuff. Doubt they will appreciate arm wrestling. Maybe you're right. Thomas is saying Hermes Gasparini versus Arif Artem is a mismatch. Steroids will destroy Arif. Not even funny. Did you guys saw how Matt Mask was toying with him on last East versus West after table? Steroids? Why do you need to mention steroids? And like everyone is getting bigger. I'm not blaming here anything, but Arif also when he competes in WAF is less than 140 kilos, and right now he's over 150 kilos. Not blaming him in anything. Same with Schoolboy also. Schoolboy is what 260 pounds when he competes in WAF, 255 pounds maybe, and when he competes in super matches, he's 275 pounds. How effective is working out with cylinders? Because that's what I use these days. Weight is weight. Your body, your muscles do not recognize what type of weight you are lifting. By you were rocking the beard. By the way, you have a nice shirt collection. Thank you very much, brother. Half of my shirts are from my. I am really bad at buying clothes. This one I bought online, but I wear whatever I see in my house. More than half, 70% of my clothes are my brother's. Did I miss? Well, such a waste of restaurant where there is no arm wrestling. Thank you, Arm Wrestling Strongman fan. Much appreciated. The link is there if you want to buy, guys. I don't believe that Arif will be natural for this match, Lagia. Possible. Devon Light versus Hermes Gasparini. Good match, good match. In 6 rounds, Devon can definitely bleed him out. A 3 round super match between Devon and Hermes could be really amazing. Hermes can win that match. हरियाणा में कहाँ से हो ऋषि पांचाल भाई जज्जर में जन्म हुआ था मेरा Roman, point is I'm a student and I work to pay my studies. I'm on a work I can't decide at which time. Okay, okay, okay. It's tough for you. Irakli versus Matt Mask. How much do you make in a day, Martino? Maybe we can collect a fund here for Martino. Martino's 1 day salary, 50% me paying and 50% others paying. My boss challenged me to a match as soon as he found out what sport was doing. Then ask him if he can. See, the only thing that can go wrong with asking, is he would just say no. Same thing while asking out girls. Not a big deal. You need to start your merch with these formal wears. I was thinking about doing. I need to give Kritin a call about that. Armchair arm wrestler T-shirt. Actually, Irakli was versus Matt Mas sounds a beautiful match. Never to count Todd out. He is man. Dogs are barking here. Pushing the limits and creating history. Todd, Todd Hutchings. I guess you're talking about. Both Todds are awesome. I think both Todds are going to win their matches on February 12th. Love the interviews you've been doing lately. Thanks, man. Thanks. Matt wins it convincingly, in my opinion. Okay. I'm both a waiter and a security guard. Basically, I have to prevent interruptions to the dinners of clients. Okay. And be their slave for time. Pay me. Pay. How much you get paid, brother? Arm wrestling developer Brazil Levan. Like the video and get us to 100 live. Yeah, 51 likes already. That has been one of the most amazing starts. Thanks, everyone. You need to start your merch. Read that. Interviews. Love the interviews you're doing. What happens if Prime Dennis got a chance against Levan? Right handed, I would say Levan would beat Prime Dennis. Left handed, Dennis was almost impossible to top roll unless a guy like Pushkar got really good fast hit on him, which I doubt Levan can do. Left handed, maybe Dennis slightly favorite. Right handed, Levan favorite for sure. This is what I have started to believe now. But the pay is good. I don't complain. I'll maybe watch the pay per view. Okay, delayed. Yes, you can buy. If the pay is good, you can buy it and watch later. Engin needs the support. He said on my channel that he may not do that one more time if he has to occur if he has to see big losses, financial losses. Hello Pradeep, how do you manage job plus YouTube? Bhanu Pratap Chauhan, good question. It is easy. Job plus YouTube is easy. I watch everything on YouTube on 2x speed, and I've gotten really good while watching matches. Like, just by looking at the guys holding hands taking grip, I can almost always say 10-second forward, and I know that the match is not going to start within those 10 seconds. Then I see they're doing something in the grip, 10-second forward. I almost always know that the match is not going to start in next 10 seconds. So I've gotten really good over a period of time in spotting where the important information can be. Like while watching Engin Terzi's interview, when Arif is talking to his when Arif is talking to Engin or Hermes is talking to his translator, I just skip that part. Do not need to listen to that because it is not English. So I would say I've gotten really good at filtering out important information really fast. And two things are easily manageable. Three things, something which Todd Hutchings is doing: YouTube plus job plus training. That is almost impossible for 99% population. It's really difficult. Like Vitaly Latin also does that, but he doesn't really upload regularly. But it is really difficult. I work as moving man and shitty salary. I used to be a waiter too, but it was not for me. Hard manual labor for sure. Pradeep, when is the interview with MMT coming? I'll try. Maybe after this, I'll contact him. Somebody sending me reels on Instagram. All good, Martino. You are doing a great job. Okay. What did you eat today? Pancakes? Me? Nah, not pancakes. My wife is preparing some custard for me. I've already had dinner. It is around 9:15 here. Pradeep bhai, I want to know your opinion on Indian arm wrestling and who's your favorite Indian arm wrestler. Indian arm wrestling needs a lot of work. Right now, there are not enough big names building a name for themselves, or who have built a name for themselves. Not really. Like Suhail Khan from India, he got really popular because he was hanging out with Larry in Dubai. Same with Rahul Panekar. Akash Kumar Wrist Hunter, he's around 76,000 subscribers, I guess, but he isn't uploading regularly. Maybe one video a month. Arm wrestling needs to grow in India, both in in social media and also on the table, like strength wise, talent wise. Technique is there, but strength, especially in the super heavyweight categories, is lacking. I get around $15 per 15 euro per hour plus tips. Very rare in Europe. That is amazing pay, man. Great pay. Mm. Martino, this channel cannot sponsor your one day. Sorry. Pradeep, why I want to know your opinion. Okay, read that. MT, please make sure Rebecca stays out. No, I can handle people. Like you watched the RVJ guys. If you have not watched the video that I did with Leo and Longevity, Ryan Bowen, and RVJ, yes, surprisingly, I did a video with RVJ about 9,000 views, I guess. If you haven't watched it, please go over there and watch it. That may be the only video on internet available, single video where RVJ has not cursed even for a single time. I believe I'm the only person who holds that record. And the same thing will be everyone. Even if Evan Burgoyne comes on my channel, I think people talk about, like, the people used to, or they, what should I say, they change themselves the way they talk according to the person in front. Like, you have never heard me using any profanity or abusive language in my videos, and you never will. And Rob also knows that. And people talk like that. That is what I really appreciate about almost everyone. Every human being has that quality. Arif drinks too much coffee before his match, then he will not be natty. Coffee is doping, yeah. Pradeep, what about you versus some arm wrestling girl super match? So the high level arm wrestling ladies, Sarah, Gabby, and Irina also probably. I think they can beat me, but Irina, maybe like someone like Irina, 65 kilos. If I prepare, like really, I have a match in my mind, then I could do something with someone who's 65 kg, Irina Gladkaya level. Maybe this is what I'm thinking. For sure, I will beat Rebecca Todd. People were trying to get a match between me and Rebecca, but definitely not the ladies like Gabby and Sarah. Maybe I'll never be able to beat them no matter how much I try. I get between 13k Germany for full time job. SG Records is doing the same thing, same money. Good place, strict requirement. Idli sambar na ratan ko kahan idli sambar, not Master Jack. Do you think that Ongarbayev is underrated? And what is your opinion if he has a match with Todd Hutchings? Ongarbayev can easily take Todd Hutchings' wrist, but is he fast enough like Zoloev? Depends on the weight. Like, it can be a good match, man. It can be a good match. Ongarbayev can beat Todd Hutchings, but I don't think he will be as fast as Zoloev, so he may need some kind of press to finish him off. We don't. Yeah, we don't have heavyweight or super heavyweights in India. We have, but the level is not that high. Thought about getting an interview with Denis Siblenkov. I would need a translator for that. No, I have not thought about that. I am not thinking about that. Hey, what's up, buddy? Gonna be bring the beard back? No, I have to shave for my job performance enhancing pancakes. No, unfortunately not. Please have an interview with Denis Siblenkov, Rishi Panchal. Not possible, brother. Stallion like Gasparini. Good for you, brother. That's true. Good afternoon, Pradeep. Thanks for the content. Keith Thomas, welcome again, brother, and thanks. Sedentary Pradeep versus Vanilla Gorilla. Yeah, someone mentioned that on Ryan Bowen's live stream. Maybe 12 years from now he will beat me. Maybe 10 years from now. Who knows? Pradeep and Martino, I gotta thank you for supporting Jere and Tilla. Pradeep, have you seen? I started uploading some clips from my trainings. No, I have not seen them yet. I have just resumed training after a long stop due to university. More to come in April. Do you guys actually study? Man, my exams, my studies, my school never caused any hindrance in whatever I wanted to do. I just didn't care. On pancake diet, you can beat any girl in 5 to 7 years. Possible, definitely possible. What's your favorite arm wrestling channel apart from yours? Favorite? I made a comment about that. Larry, I not my person, I will not rate my personal, but the best channels, I may not personally love them that much, but Larry Wheels has to be on top. He's been uploading regular content, arm wrestling content, very regularly, and very high quality long videos. Monster Michael Todd could be up there, number two. Highly professional channel, very frequent uploads. And Voice of Arm Wrestling is also great. I would not rank Devon in top 5. Pradeep versus Gary for the strongest female arm wrestler. Gary Roberts is right now. I would say Gary would beat me right-handed. Left-handed, I would beat Gary Roberts. I think I'm quite sure about that. That I cannot beat Gary right now, right-handed. Where do you live right now in West Bengal, guys? What do you think will happen if MMT loses to Genadi? Will Gina jump to fourth like Derek? Will Mike drop down to 14th? I don't think Genadi is going to jump to fourth. I don't think so. And man, it is going to be really difficult for Michael Todd. Like he will have to rely on his YouTube pay-per-views that he was talking about earlier. Who are top, but he will get matches whenever he want because of his social media presence still. But high level top three guys in the world would be out of his reach, and he's not getting younger. He also said that he will not be on that pancake cycle for more than 1 year. Top five arm wrestlers of all time according to you, Rishi Panchal. All time. Denis Siplenkov would be there. Levan would also be there because he's dominating both right and left handed. He has dominated left handed, not right now. Travis Bagent could be there. Devon could be there just because he was good with both arms. And who else could be there? I'm forgetting. Andre Pushkar. He was good with both arms. That's my top five there. Not in any particular order. Alex Kodecha versus Devon, who wins? Really difficult. I talked with Todd Hutchings yesterday about this topic, and I genuinely said that like nobody knows who is going to win between Kodecha versus Devon. We don't even know who is going to win between Trubin and Devon Laird. That could also be a good match because Trubin has shown that he can press through King's move. So not sure, brother. Depending on how they call the Kings and Todd versus Gennady. No, I don't think so. It will not be difficult for Michael Todd to take Gennadi's wrist if he's telling us the truth that his pronation is back to 100%, which he has been saying for last 1 week, I would say. I think best would be to move Kodecha on fifth below him, Hermes below Gennady. Makes sense, okay. I'm Rankings are really difficult, man, unless all of the guys are competing in a tournament or really frequently, like every other month at least. Rankings are impossible. COVID makes it hard to promote the events, right? Strongman fan. What's your height and weight? 5'10", 5'10 and a half, 179 centimeters, 83 kilos right now. So what is it? 185 pounds. Hey, the French Reaper. Welcome, brother. Kodecha wins that. Pradeep, could you see yourself pulling high level matches in the future, or would you rather just do content creation only? The second part, I would say I am right now having a very focused tunnel vision on this channel. What I want to do, arm wrestling news and some interviews. And maybe I've said it a dozen times that I will never go live with my guests because going live with guests is just for super chats. I've said that many times. And right now, those words are kind of backfiring on me. I want to start this trend like to pay the guests. We are just building our own channels based on the elite arm wrestlers' reputations when we are calling them on our channel, and they are not getting anything in return. And sometimes, if we ask them controversial questions, they have to keep answering and keep justifying themselves throughout the month at least, and they are not getting anything in return. I really want to change this trend in arm wrestling where everyone, even the small YouTubers like me, are calling arm wrestling legends for free. So I may start doing live with guests just because of super chats. I'm clearly saying that just because of super chats, because I want 100% of that super chat money to be paid to the guests. This is what I am thinking. I'm still doing that, but the AdSense revenue is nothing. It feels bad to offer someone $10 for a 30-minute interview. So content creation only, performance enhancing pancakes. This is what I would say. Yes, but definitely I would be much better. Right now, I wasn't even training. I'm going to start training now. So, but not this is not my goal. This is not my skill set. I know my skill set, and rather than focusing 50% on two things, if I just focus 100% on one thing, I may be far ahead of the pack. This is what I want. Do you live in Calcutta, West Bengal, Bagdogra, near Bagdogra? I would say Siliguri. You can say. Exams are hindrance to training. Compulsory lectures. Nothing is compulsory in life, brother. There is no contract that you have signed with them. If he loses, Derek will call him out. Okay. Who? I forgot. If Genadi beats Monster Michael Todd, okay, Michael Todd, maybe you're talking about. Ranked fourth because he lost to Hermes, who is like eighth. Yeah, he cannot be ranked fourth. Good point. Fake the boss. I can't see MMT being behind Derek if he loses. Channel by Armwrestling TV is a I really like that channel also. Yeah, their content is also like really focused. No like roaming around different niche, different topics. Just arm wrestling training and arm wrestling matches. To call you before somebody has became a member of my channel. Okay, upgraded to super supporter Carlos. Thank you very much, brother. You have been supporting me since the beginning. Maybe not the beginning, but I would say after I had a couple of thousand subscribers. Thanks, really. Thank you very much, brother. Me neither, but Derek would love to make a statement after last week. Have you ever considered moving to US? No, never. I don't like never say never, but I don't think I am going to do that. Because in US, when I go to US, I would have to get another job based on YouTube, and I cannot make a living. And here I can make a living from YouTube, and whatever I'm earning here to have a similar lifestyle, I would have to earn 4 or 5 times more when I move to US, and I am not interested in that at all. And I will give you personal contact info. Then who are you talking with, SG? Problem with ranking someone like Hermes is can be nightmare. Slow pullers like Devon and MT, but he will suffer more to guys like take down difficult to right. No one's talking about the match of Ron Bath. What's your take on that? Ron Bath versus Zura Tabrizi, right hand. I cannot say for sure who is going to win that match. A lot of people are saying that Zura is going to beat Ron Bath. He's much bigger now, around 100 kilos. I'm not sure, but left-handed, I think this is a biggest mismatch on the East versus West 2 card. FA Comic versus Ron Bath left-handed. FA Comic is going to just run through Ron Bath like nothing. This is what I believe. I just cannot see Ron Bath having any chance against FA Comic because I saw FA Comic's match against Herman Stevens and a couple of other matches as well. Left-handed, I think he's going to Ron Beth is going to lose. Right-handed, I cannot say anything. I have not watched any of Zura Tabriz's matches. Wasim, so that's your answer. Imagine if YouTube didn't take so much from the super chat money. That is really bad. And I'm going to be honest with you once again. I would I prefer not to, and I've even told a couple of other YouTubers, big YouTubers, arm wrestling YouTubers as well, that please do not mention that YouTube takes a part of super chat money, because there are some genuine supporters of your channel, of your behavior, of your videos, who want to support you only. But when they get to know that YouTube also takes a part of it, they just prefer not to support. I have seen that in the past. I have read those comments. So I tell everyone that never mention that YouTube takes a part. That is me being over honest, which I shouldn't be. I guess maybe I should. LCH Sprechen Evo. Oh, that is not my language. English isn't my language either. Will you see someday at any arm wrestling event? Yes, yes, definitely. Definitely. There is no doubt about that. No, not only guest, I like to compete. I like to compete. I just don't like to trade, which is a very bad combination. Hermes Arif might be the best match possible because Arif will have some stop even with a flop wrist. But I think Hermes is slight favorite in that match. How much do you expect to earn from YouTube in long term, Pradeep? Let's say 2 years from now, and how does your lifestyle now from YouTube earnings compare to the other professionals in India? Good question. Gabriel Fernandez. I I've not really thought about that because I'm not a guy who likes to spend. Like I like to keep all of my money here in this phone invested somewhere. I'm not, whenever I'm thinking about money, I'm not thinking about buying things. I'm thinking about buying time. And you can buy time only when your money is here, not in cars, motorcycles, and houses. So my lifestyle is probably not going to change unless I have sufficient money to that I do not have to work anymore. Even if I don't want to make videos, still I can make a living without doing anything. This is my goal, but I'll keep on making videos forever as long as I'm allowed to by YouTube. This is what I think. And 2 years from now, earnings right now it is around 500. So 2 years from now, I would say $1,500 every month. This is what I would expect at least at that time, which is more than enough for me. 500 is also more than enough for me for a good lifestyle. I exploit your knowledge in those languages, Roman. Okay, you're talking with each other. I will support you and your work till the end of YouTube, Pradeep. Thanks, Edgy Records. YouTube is fairer than a lot of other platforms, yes. But the thing is that if YouTube decides that from now onwards, and this is not related to super chats, this is just AdSense revenue. When companies show ads on YouTube, YouTube already deducts 45% of that. Earlier it was 40%, right now it is 45%. And the earnings that we get to see, again, it is not about super chats, just AdSense revenue. The earnings that we get to see are only 60% of the actual money that the advertiser has paid. So what if YouTube decides to increase their part to 50% rather than 40%? Are the big YouTubers going to leave YouTube and go to any other platform? No, absolutely not, because they have built that platform, built that channel over years and years of hard work and learning. So nobody's going to do that. Even if YouTube starts taking 60%, 65%, what are we going to do? Nothing. There's nothing that we can do. That is the bad part because YouTube is a monopoly. Pradeep, will this channel only be for the news or you have any thought of any other style of vlogging? No, I don't like vlogging. I've never watched a single vlog in my life. Maybe accidentally something, but no. Covering some tournaments. A lot of people have suggested me or kind of showed me the future that I may be invited to some events to do some commentary, to do some analysis as a news guy. That would be awesome. So that I can cover. Other than that, the next 1 or 2 years I can speak of are only going to be interviews, and even the interviews I try to keep them about the recent topics so that it is still related to news, and possibly, not possibly, definitely news videos that I'm doing regularly. But the idea is to publish at least one video every day. Wasim, there is your answer again. You are asking the questions that I need to take 2 3 minutes to answer. Smart questions. 101 people live, 85 likes. Please get that number to 100. And out of those 100, if you're not subscribed, please do so. I have started uploading videos every day, and you are going to miss a few if you're not subscribed and not press the bell icon. What is the average life cost of in India for a month? Average, I would say, my expenses, I can tell you about my expenses. 25,000 rupees. What is that in dollars? Please, somebody divide that by 74. These are just expenses, but for average lifestyle it would be around $600-700 a month. I would say you can have an average lifestyle in India with that much money, $700 a month. Combined my job and YouTube, I am earning more than that, more than 1,000. Which arm wrestler would you like to meet in person? Devon. I think Devon is going to be the first big arm wrestler, high level arm wrestler that I'm going to meet in person. I wanted to meet him. I was at my home in 2018, December, I think it was, when Devon visited Delhi, and he was like 35 kilometers from my home, 20 miles from my home. So, no, I do not have a fan mail, Wasim. 25 miles, 20 miles from my home, and I couldn't go there because just 3 4 days ago I had a shoulder surgery. Really unfortunate. I told Devon that Devon, when are you going to come to India again? I want to meet you. And at that time I cannot because of that shoulder surgery. Devon's next reply to me on WhatsApp was, we are going to do an interview together, or can we do an interview together, something like that. And my mind was like, no, no, I do not know how to speak English. Before that I was not doing these face cam videos, these lives. I used to write a script and then voice over those videos. And it was the first time, and I was thinking, no, 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 and my hands were typing, yes, 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 for sure. Then Devon told me that we can do it in a week. I immediately called my friends. Man, I need to learn to speak English. Talk with me in English. I was talking with my wife in English. Everything was in English for that next 1 week, and I prepared really well, I guess. What is your main source of information? Arm wrestling monster. Main source of information, all the Facebook groups: Arm Wrestling Uncensored, Arm Wrestling Discussion, World Arm Wrestling Forum, Arm Wrestling Engin. These are the main groups. And Arm Wrestling network sometimes also. Other than that, Reddit. I have to watch, read everything posted in these groups. Reddit arm wrestling group, and all the arm wrestling YouTube channels I watch. These are my source of information. And if you're talking about some secret source of information, in last 2 months I have been getting some special information that are not meant to be revealed to the audience yet. Like right now I'm also sitting with some information that is great, big information. If I upload a video about that, I'll get 4 5,000 views. But I'm supposed not to reveal that information right now. In last 2 months I would be saying that I have a lot of secret information, but I have to respect that. Otherwise I'll stop getting those informations if I reveal them. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter government by very soon. Josh, no, I maybe I don't know what government is doing. Great job bringing high caliber arm wrestlers onto your channel. Are there any that you asked and just flat out ignored you? Since, like, first of all, I never mention DMs unless it is something positive, like really motivating for someone. And I do not mention DMs. But since Michael Todd mentioned it in his live stream, he said that he's calling me on his channel. Yes, Michael Todd. I asked him and he did not reply. Denied. Not denied, but flat out ignored, as you would call it, Charlie. Bella Plieva would top roll him easily. Me? Have to go. Thanks, Martino, for joining. भाई टू बी ऑनेस्ट ये चैनल मुझे बहुत फाड़ू लगता है एंड टू सी समवन हु इज neutral in every situation is amazing because I'm not personally connected to any of these arm wrestlers. They are just arm wrestlers for me. This is why I have the ability to stay neutral. I'm lucky. Thank you very much, Wasim. Grind बढ़िया channel है. Wasim is saying I have a great channel. What do you think of the path of your career as compared to Ariel Halwani, yeah, in MMA? Do you see any similarities? Would be insulted if you were called the Ariel? Would you be? Yeah, I first of all, I did not know who that guy is. I am not really into MMA, but then I watched him, and maybe I can be disrespectful sometimes also, but that guy has taken it to a different level in the past. Right now, it's his kind of image that even if he asks genuine questions, and still the MMA fighters are replying very disrespectfully to him. So no, I would not mind anything. You can call me anything. So, but I don't think I have that type of career, similar career. I think I will be respected more. I think I should be respected more, and I'm already. moving towards that path. English, please. Papu. 99% of this show is in English. Tell us in the future all the secrets. No, Michael Todd ko bolo badam khaye. Ankur. How's Bengal and what's the COVID situation? I do not know. Wasim, I have not watched any COVID-19 related news ever in my life. I do not have a cable connection on my TV. I do not watch TV. I do not watch news channels. That's it. Why don't you cover Indian arm wrestling scene more? I created an Indian arm wrestling channel, Arm Wrestling News Hindi, but I have not uploaded there anything for last 4 months because, to be honest, not nothing really is happening over there. Maybe I can that what is the right word? Translate the English videos into Hindi on my channel. People were watching that, but I've just got lazy. Again, that's the internal vision. Make one thing really great. Will you tell me those secrets, brother, if you become a sponsor? If I become a sponsor of your channel, you are already a member of my channel. No, I will not tell you those secrets, even if you pay me 1 year worth of salary. No, never. Do you think arm wrestling should be an ELO rating system? Yes, yes. We did talk about that with Todd Hutchings and Chan Shaw as well. Point based system is much needed. Igor uploaded a video about ranking. I like that system, but really difficult to implement. Do you think arm wrestling will ever be in the Olympics in the future? No. We have not yet figured out why are we saying ready before go. How can we expect ourselves to be in Olympics? We have not figured out whether it should be ready go, don't move go, or just go. When we figure that out, then we can talk about being in the Olympics. We still talk about, even the pro arm wrestlers, we still talk about micro fouls. And that term microfoul just pisses me off really bad. Like, what is a microfoul? Can you write that in the rule books? The promoters, even the promoters are telling that, yeah, we are not going to call microfouls because we do not want the exciting hook battles, long matches to end with fouls. And I'm like, what is a microfoul? Why are you mentioning that? Can you write that in a rule book? Nobody can. Like, just try to imagine that. Can you write what is a microfoul in written language in a rule book? Impossible. Then why are we talking about microfouls? There is no such thing as microfouls in any other sport. I'm not sure why arm wrestlers, instead of trying to keep their elbows on the pads, are trying to ignore microfouls in the name of, in the for the sake of exciting matches, giving exciting matches, and not really accepting that it is us who can't keep our elbows on the pad, and in the name of excitement we are trying to hide that fact and still want to do some micro elbow fouls. Man, I really hate that term. If you cannot write something in a rule, it is not a rule. Promoters should not say that we are going to ignore micro fouls. Maybe it will happen in the future, because how do you decide a microfoul? Oh, this much is a microfoul and this much isn't, elbow pop. Then who is going to measure it? If I am the opponent and my opponent lifted that much, I would say no, it is this much. It was not 1 millimeter, it was 3 millimeters. How are you going to measure that? Microfoul is the term that pisses me off in arm wrestling most. Any plans to coming? I answered that question, Ankur, already. No, no plans to go to US. Hermes versus Dave, what do you think? Could be a really good match. Dave Chaffee would be slight favorite in my opinion. It would be difficult for Hermes to take Dave Chaffee's wrist. Really difficult to call. Hermes is getting bigger every month. He was 121 kilos, I think, against Matt Mask. 120 kilos. Then he was 125 kilos at King of the Table, 126. Right now he's 128 early morning weight. So with shoes and King of the Table clothing, 130 kilos. Do you think arm wrestling should? Yes, I read that. I think it should happen. Show me the way. Any plans of coming? Glad to know that you're trustworthy of secrets. We don't even have a universal rule set, right? Agreed. Lagia. I would like to see you interview Matt Mask. That was a great idea. I will try to contact him. Olympics don't like huge guys, if you know what I mean, Aries. Yes, I know what you mean. but they can get small. Can Alex beat Vitali or Levan within the next year? Vitali, yes. Levan, no. This would be my short answer, Sean. Hilton. How about trying to bring Lupkis on the channel would be awesome. Yes, I've heard that Richard Lupkis is coming back in arm wrestling also. Elbow fouls that don't gain you an advantage. Elbow fouls that don't gain, and it is impossible. I heard Bill Collins where if it is not advantage gained, it will be a running foul. Otherwise, it would be a normal foul. How are you going to determine that? Like again, can you write that what is advantage gained and what is not? If I lift my elbow and get that much cup, is that advantage gained? Or if I get that much cup, is that advantage gained? How are you going to write these things? If I slide my elbow off the back of the pad and slightly take my opponent's wrist, is that advantage gained? Impossible to write advantage gained. What is advantage gained? I'm not sure. Roger Cunningham, I'm a walking microfoul. Should arm wrestling use elbow detection technology or something similar? The first thing that nobody is, I once Zil, the referee Zil, and one other guy, I think he mentioned that, and I was thinking that about that for a very long time. Is why don't we use one thing if WL has given us a real good thing is the squishy elbow pads. Why do elbow pads needs to be rock hard like the Mazurenko tables? You can make elbow pads a little bit squishy, softened, and like little bit curved like this. So when you put your elbow head on it, it kind of pushes it down. Then the micro fouls, as we call it, will be automatically ignored. You, fouls will be less. So this is something that I want every arm wrestling table and organization to adapt, but nobody's talking about that. Don't move go still confuses me. Yeah, don't move go is basically telling that please move before the go. I would define a micro foul as a foul that is insignificant in the determination of a winner. How would you decide that? If the loser complains, no, I felt that he gained some advantage. How is the referee is going to tell him no that he didn't? Because the referee didn't feel it, he felt it. Yeah, it would be difficult. When can we see Larry Wheels or Adam Silver on your channel? Adam Silver has been commenting on a few of my videos. Maybe I can get Adam, maybe Larry Wheels also. I would say I'm maybe 1 year away from that. Let's see how that goes. Has Larry ever been on an interview on some other channel? If yes, then maybe I can do that as well. If no, then it is going to be really difficult. Ermi said he wants to gain weight slowly. Yeah, I heard that yesterday to feel more healthy. Why is this chat not moving down? Yeah, now it is. भाई इन सब साइंस नहीं पढ़ी खास कटौड़ तो पांचवी बात. No, how do you know that? Is that the answer to your own question? What pisses? Yes, possibly. You look Hermes frame now much bigger, right? Do you think there are any natural arm wrestlers? Yes, of course they are. Yes, Lagi typed the same thing. Ray is natural. Yes, he is. Of course, they are, but not on the top. Yes. Elbow detection technology doesn't work, guys. Been there, done that. It blows and not in a good way. Because arm wrestlers don't keep our elbows. We arm wrestlers don't keep our elbows on the elbow pad, Neil. Can you write my question to you, Neil Pickup? Can you write in language when you provide your athletes the rule book? Can you write what is a micro foul? This is my question. And if you can't, then it shouldn't be discussed. I have never seen in any other sport the organizers and the high level guys telling the athletes that basically you can get away with small level of cheating, which is a micro foul. Accidental cheating, not intentional. A table could be designed with a pressure plate under the pads so that if elbow was completely lifted to again, then almost all of us have would have elbow fouls every second, which is again nobody would want. So my better solution would be slightly curved like WL squishy elbow pads. That is the best solution. And I know we still see a lot of fouls in WL as well, but I'm quite sure if you give the WAF and PAL guys WL squishy pads, I would say 80% of elbow fouls will be eliminated. This is what I believe. Irakli versus Ellen. Yeah, I read that. So earlier, Irakli mentioned that he's going to go against David Dadikian on April 2nd. Did something change? I do not know that about that other guy, Alenkov. I don't know who he is. Neil get a Kochak match, armors. Neil rules the school. Larry was on Neil pickup show. Yes. Oh, how can I forget that? I watched that. Make an interview with Sabin Bedulescu. Say, I don't think Rakulinto, I don't think Sabin is interested in doing anything with one Pradeep Singh. I'm a natural like Skippies. A wee foul. Edgy record. Sorry, Pradeep, but this super chat goes to Neil. How am I going to transfer that? Great. I want to have every elite arm wrestler's PayPal. Sometimes, not sometimes, almost all of the times when I want to pay someone to be on my channel, they almost always deny. Then I'm in a constant argument with them. No, I'm not going to call you again on my channel if you don't accept this respect for your time that you gave me. I don't like how the round WL pads are. It allows the pullers to kind of rest the elbow. Yes, against the pad, I think if the edges are still sharp, it will not be possible to do that. So edges, I believe all four edges should be sharp, but on the top of that, it should be slightly curved and little squishy like WL. Looking for fouls to decide matches is a sickness, Pradeep. It's absolute opposite of what arm wrestling needs. Soul destroying, sport destroying nonsense. Neil Pickup. So again, I will have one more question for you because you're the one who can answer. Most experienced guy here. Any other sport who allowed small fouls? Do we not enjoy 100-meter sprint? 2011 IAAF Championships, Usain Bolt got disqualified for making one false start. He moved, let's say, zero point 0.2 seconds before the go. We could have said that it is a micro foul. It wouldn't have mattered much. And nobody wanted to see Usain Bolt got disqualified. Did we not enjoy that event? Of course we did. And even if such high level in swimming, in Olympics, in sprinting, there used to be a two foul rule. You can false start once, like in arm wrestling, we have two false starts. And I think some in some leagues or in almost all leagues, two false starts is one foul, not even two fouls. But then they changed in sprinting and in and you can say that these are multiple, there are multiple guys, eight guys in the swimming pool, they have to jump in the pool when somebody goes, so we have to call them back. It is a tough task, but still they changed the two foul rule, two false start rule to one false start. In Olympics, if you make one false start, you're gone for next 4 years, come back after 4 years, and people enjoy that. I'm yet to see one sport still where the promoters say that yes, we are going to allow small fouls for the quality of the matches. This is what I'm thinking. Are there any amazing arm wrestlers in India who can rival those in East versus West? Neil, I sent you that wrist hunter guy. Another 80 kg Courage is also doing really great in India. I think at lightweight, India is not far away. I would not say from world level, but with some arm wrestlers, maybe from USA, maybe from UK, like UK versus India, 80 kilos. We can have some guys who can give some matches. US 80 kilos may still be ahead, definitely ahead, I would say. And WAF guys 80 kilos are just far, far away. But lightweight will improve. Lightweight level in arm wrestling in India is going to get high in next 10 years. This is what I believe. Your thoughts on East versus West? Which side do you support? I don't support sides. I support arm wrestlers, and I sometimes I do not even support arm wrestlers. Most of you guys may think that I do not like Michael Todd, but I'm rooting for Michael Todd in that match. Some are the Eastern guys like Hermes Gasperini versus Arif. Both are Eastern guys. I'm supporting Hermes in that. So some Eastern guys, some Western guys, not anything in particular. Because again, I can be unbiased because I'm not from USA or North America. I'm not from Europe also. I can answer it in more detail than I have space for here. Neil, would you invite me on my channel? I've got at least 15 to 20 messages that, dude, why are you not on Neil Pickup's channel yet? And I'm like, we talk in person, we talk with each other a lot, Neil and I. Neil always answers my question. Really lucky to have that. And but we are, Neil, you would agree with that. Almost with everything. Like when I talk with Devon, Neil, we just cannot believe how similarly we think. Like whatever Devon thinks, man, I was just about to write that in the comments, and Devon said that. And whatever I think, Devon almost always believes the same thing. I'm not saying he tells me that he believes the same. I've heard him say the same thing almost 100% of the time. And with you, sir, Neil Pickup, we are completely opposite. I'm not sure there is one topic in arm wrestling world where we agree with each other. That would be a really good show, because I think I can present myself without having to surrender to the pressure of being on a channel of such a high level of respected elite, not guest, host. I can still present myself because I am a kind of a non politically correct guy, which can hold me back in the future. But right now, I have the luxury to speak whatever is on my mind. I will lose that luxury. I know that once my channel gets really big. So, Neil, my question to you, would you invite me on your show one day? I would love to be that on that show. Really polar opposite opinions discussing some things with each other and trying to come to one point. That would be amazing. And by the way, did you watch, Neil? Did you watch me and RVJ? Rob Vision Jr. first time on my show. It is a record. About 12-13 minutes we spoke, and not even once zero profanity in that video. I hold that record, Neil. I hold that record. Not you. Tennis, football, boxing, horse racing, you name it, they have micro fouls. The fact is that most sports have come to the realization that fouls kill sport. No, tennis, there is a that digital Hawkeye system or whatever. Nil, if even if that maybe they had in the past, but right now, even if it 0.1 millimeter outside of the line, it is a foul or whatever they call it. So tennis right now, I don't think, Neil, it is. Maybe in the past. Football, again, the goalkeeper, they have started using that digital system. If referees are not able to, yes, in fouls, if someone tackles someone, it is up to the referee, but it is still not allowing micro fouls. It is if somebody misses that intentional fouls tackle or something like that. Boxing, I cannot speak. I do not watch enough boxing to comment on that. Horse racing, zero knowledge. But tennis and football right now, Neil, I would say maybe in the past. Right now, I do not think that they are allowing micro fouls. Maybe they did. Maybe all of the sports went through such a initial period. But Hawkeye doesn't work, Pradeep. It's the talk of tennis. Talk of tennis? I can't understand what you're saying here. I have seen matches being called on that computer based system. They have adopted that about 10-15 years ago, I would say. Earlier it was not. Maybe then microfouls were ignored. Same is badminton also. They have that Hawkeye system where it leaves a spot, dark black spot, and you can easily figure out by zooming that. It is a breath of fresh air to watch a live chat without anybody mentioning beef jerky. Pradeep, Keith Thomas. Stacy Morgan, Neil has enough. This is for you, Pradeep. Stacy Morgan is the man, been the supporter. And Stacy Morgan has been one guy who has been really motivating me. For some things that I'm doing right now on my channel, I was like, no, no, Stacy, my channel is not big enough. Why would anyone think I deserve to get that much respect, that much attention from the arm wrestling community. And Stacey Morgan has always been motivating me that no, Pradeep, you do deserve that. And that is a big part of why I've been able to do what I'm doing right now. Sorry, I left a lot of chats, brother. I'm really sorry. I'm going to read some chats from the members. Larry was on Neil Pickup Show, read that. Coach Ray Natural, read that. You're comparing Apple's to Orange. Arm wrestling is not comparable to sprinting. Dummy bot. Okay, maybe you're right. Refs do a good enough job. I like both running. I'm not also saying that we need to install sensors in elbow pads. Never, not saying that. Maybe 15, 20 years from now. Because as I was saying, that tennis and football adopted that technology very recently. Hello, Pradeep, Calvin Heath. Hello, brother. Over the line, Mark. I'm confused. Current topic of tennis throws yellow flag. Football has advantage ruling written into its rules. Referees' decisions are a huge part of the game. But advantage rules is still, if the other guy, other team gets the ball, then it is a restart, a foul, free kick, as they call it. It is still a free kick. In football, the advantage, Neil, can be really simple. Like if you pull someone's shirt and referee gives a advantage, and if the other team gets the football, then it is clear that the referee is going to call it. In arm wrestling, it is not easy to determine if this is advantage or this is advantage or this is advantage. And to do that in microseconds, really fast pace, real time, is almost impossible for the referee. Thanks, Stacy. No, thanks you. Agree with Neil. Ain't nobody getting instantly fouled in boxing after one rabbit punch. Maybe a warning, but nobody gets fouled out. Could you write him? Could so an interview with Indian arm wrestler? Are there none? I'm not sure if there are many English speaking, and the type of audience, the geography of audience that I have on my channel, I'm not sure if they want to relate with them or not. That is the problem. Like if I invite Todd Hutchings, my audience already knows who Todd Hutchings is, and they're going to watch that video. My biggest fear is people say that you should not care about it. I definitely do. My fear is not getting any views on the videos I'm uploading. It shows that people do not want to watch what I'm uploading, and I don't really want that to happen. So there you have it, guys. I will have to go on Engin Terzi's channel in about 1.5 hours. I'm going to end this live stream in just 2 minutes from now. And I think we have Neil Pickup's answer that he does not want arm wrestling news Pradeep Singh on his channel. I asked him 2 3 times already. No answer. Pradeep, have you supported your boy Bowen on stakings? Josh, don't feel bad, but no one else has either. My boy Ryan Bowen, no, even when Ryan Bowen was on my channel, right to his face, I told him that, bro, I do not think that you're going to win this match. I said maybe a 4-2. I think I said RVJ is going to take it 4-2 or 5-1, maybe something like that. I don't remember exactly. And nobody is doing that. Like you will not see anyone telling their guests to their face that they do not think that he's going to win. Some may think that it is disrespectful. I believe it is being honest. Why doesn't he want you on his channel? Timmy Turner, you just saw the argument because we do not agree with each other. Drag racing, you can also start and fall down the track either way. Racing doesn't stop. Drag racing. Are you sure there are no consequences for that? Do you participate in arm wrestling matches? Yes, I do, but I have to take leave from my job. Luckily, those three tournaments in 2019 and early 2020 also. I don't remember exact date, but after 2020, no, I have not gone to any tournament. Neil never said anything. Yes, that is what the point. Neil answered all of my other questions, but not the one where I asked him if he wants me on his channel. Since when has Engin unblocked you? Yes, Engin, we started maybe 4 5 months ago. I thought it wasn't good terms. No, Engin and I talk a lot, and Engin I think almost really similarly also. And Engin is one who clearly mentions that, Pradeep, you have really good knowledge, but this part is that you are missing because you haven't practically done that. And for someone who has not practically done that, your knowledge about that topic is still 70%, which is really good. Engin explains it to me like it is really good. Okay, guys, I'm going to end this stream. Angin is like one of the biggest fan. He's a big supporter of my channel. Like I said, I just wanted to ask one question to Jordan Sonev. And the question I'm going to tell you guys, 100 almost live here. The question to Jordan Sonev will be like, in 2015, John Brezink said that do not hook Devon Laird. In 2021 and 2022, Devon Laird said that do not hook Todd Hutchings. So does Jordan Sonev know about these things, these statements made by John Brezink and Devon Laird? And how is he going to overcome these statements with his hook? Because he only arm wrestles in a hook. That would be that is going to be really interesting. If don't want to invite you, then you should invite. No, I don't think Neil is going to agree with that. I would love to have Neil pick up on my channel, and I've already invited him a couple of times. Let's see how that goes. I don't want to do that for the third time. All right, guys. Bye bye. Thank you very much. 114 likes. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Oh, one more super chat. I almost pressed on that button. Edmund, greetings from Turkey. Great work, brother. Turkish lira. I think lira is your currency, Edmund, right? Thank you very much for the support, for the super chat. I will come in instead of Neil Aries. I was thinking about calling some subscribers on my channel. If you are interested in doing that, maybe I can do one live with subscribers. Please give some news from Indian arm wrestler. Yeah, man, I should upload on the Indian channel, Arm Wrestling News Hindi. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you.